Hi, everybody. My name is Fred Nimunga, and today I'm taking you on a webinar called Develop a Marketing Plan. So we're going to go through this together, developing a marketing plan, and I'm going to start by sharing you our PowerPoint. So let's fly, let's get into it, and let's right away. So marketing plan. You got to start thinking yourself, why do organizations need to develop a marketing plan? A marketing plan enables you to identify, number one, the kind of markets you want to penetrate or wants to concentrate to sell your products in. So your market, you might do what is called market segmentation. That is dividing your markets into, well, what are my products? Who are the people that I need to sell these products to? Or who are the people that these products are designed for? For instance, McDonald's, when they're designing their market plan, they know that their food is designed for children and so forth. They'll say, well, how do we market to children? What are the things that might attract parents to take their children? Or what are the things that might attract those children to listen to our adverts, and how might we get into those markets? So when companies develop a marketing plan, they either want to penetrate into a new market, or they want to expand into the existing market, or probably they have new products where they want to introduce into that market, and some sort of additional things. So there are different reasons why organizations will develop a marketing plan, and most of these marketing plans will range from maybe 1, 2 to 3 years, where they'll probably be rolling out the market. And before they write a market plan, most organizations will do probably some sort of a survey and to determine whether their products will really be accepted in the market, or is the market ready for a new product. And some of it, they might develop a new product, realizing that people, they've now worn out the old product, they are losing interest in the old product, and they really want to move on, and knowing that if they don't do something, somebody else is going to step into their market. So if you look at companies like Coca-Cola, if you look at companies like Apple, if you look at these companies that are successful, and you look and say that they're constantly rolling out new marketing plans. Either they've got a new product, or it's an existing product which has got just some few add-ins, or it's just they've refreshed one of their market campaigns in order to keep their market interested, their market glued onto televisions, in order to keep their markets keep coming into their shops. So, and maybe that you want to maybe increase their market share, or they want to say, well, look, we really need to increase our portfolio of products, and the only way to do is, let's study the market. Or maybe they want to add more people into the market, meaning if their market was so for instance, meant for children, could be children product, could be, baby clothes, and we think, well, let's go into dads, let's include the fathers into this market. They'll be thinking, well, how do we include the father into the market where they bring the child? Well, maybe the dad needs some place to relax. So in this scenario, we're looking at Starbucks. Right. So before I give away most of what we're going to talk about, let's just go through the slide. Purpose for today, we're just going to break down this market plan for Starbucks and break it into components. The good thing with this assignment is this only one assignment, which is developing the marketing plan for Starbucks. At this stage here, Starbucks is trying to include children into their coffee business, and they're looking and say, how do they do that? How might they satisfy their young clients without upsetting the existing mature clients that they have? So the purpose is, we're going to break it down, make it easier for you to understand. And the purpose is we'll go through this session here, go through the Starbucks marketing plan, Starbucks as a company, a little bit of their analysis, where they come from, who they are, and how did they come here. And within that session also, I would encourage you, if before you get to this webinar or after, to go and read in detail the Starbucks company as a whole, go on the web, research some of their plans and how they've come about and what have made them a household name. How to get best out of this webinar? Well, you gotta have the Starbucks article in front of you. That's a must. And secondly, you gotta have your LMS so that you can follow the questions. And thirdly, you're gonna have a pen and piece of paper and have your some few bit of samples there to jot down some few notes. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started right on. So you got to develop, review, and present a marketing plan. And this marketing plan is talking about Starbucks rethinks stance on young customers. So why is Starbucks rethinking of this? So in this question is, it is a business. What is a marketing plan? A marketing plan is a business document outlining your marketing strategy and tactics. What is your marketing strategy? What are the tactics that you are really going to include? It's often focused on a specific period of time and covers a variety of marketing-related details such as costs, goals, and action steps. It describes the business activities involved in accomplishing specific marketing objectives within a set time frame. So you could be, you want to increase your market share by 10% by probably 2018 or 2020. So let's, it's got to be smart, it's got to be specific, it's got to be achievable, it's time bound, and it's something that really is within the realm of what you can achieve. It's going to be reasonable. And so the marketing plan. So what does a marketing plan consist of? A marketing plan consists of an executive summary. So what's an executive summary? These are the major reasons for those action plans. So in the executive summary, right, what are the, the major reasons for the actions, the anticipated result, the associated risks? You're right to say, well, this is why we are doing this, and this is what we expect to get. These are the whys, the what you're expecting to get, without going into the house. And probably just explain, so well, the risks of doing this are A, B, C, D, and how do we treat those risks? That's just in your summary plan. One paragraph suffices. And then your next point now will be market analysis. So in your market analysis, you're looking at the company. Say, what is the company's goals? What is the company's objectives? And within that, again, you got to mention the company products, whom do they sell to, and why do they sell these products? How did they come to be associated with this? So you're giving a background of the company, where they've come from, the business they are into, and how they've been successful. So your customer analysis is, who is the customer you're intending to reach, right? Are you intending to reach a mother, a father, a child, a student, a business executive? Whom do you want to reach? What will be your ideal customer? What will they bring to the table? How will they look like? What are the things that they'll be buying? So that when you identify who is your customer, who really you want to go to, then it's easier to sort of now define and refine your marketing plan, because you're basing on, say, this is the individual, this is the person we want to reach, whether they're selling watches, in this instance, Starbucks say, we want to reach children, we want to reach the young people, and this is the age group we're targeting, and what does this person want, what does this person like, what will be their choices, what drives them. So it's really an in-depth understanding of who your market is and the conditions of those analysis. So well, in what conditions, what are the markets? You talk probably for your competition, who are your competitors, who are the people that are vying for that same customer, who are the people, who are the other players within that market group, that industry. And then you come up with your marketing strategy. Whether they're going to be advertising, whether they're going to be giving discounts, whether it's something going to say, well, our strategy really is maybe based on this particular reason, or is based on this particular thinking, or based on this analysis that we've done. And then say you're targeting marketing selection, product and service positioning. Okay, let's go down to our assignment and see what it has in store for us. So there we go. We're going to go to a new share, and we're going to look at, say, what is the assignment. There is the assignment, and we begin the assessment task. Let's read it and see. Task 1. Starbucks rethinks stance on young customers. Company acknowledges that teens and children are part of market base. So we got a story here of, Kamra El Hadi. Never gives his son coffee or soda, rarely opts for treats such as chocolate cupcakes, but about twice a month, the mom does give in to a 4-year-old son, Garrett's request for a chai tea latte from Starbucks. So there you go. The mother really never takes the child to Starbucks, but once or twice a month say, well, I'm going to give him a treat. And people already know us, Harding says. I know on a recent trip to Starbucks in New York. They know what we want. They want extra milk. And Garrett is a regular Starbucks, regular Starbucks customer since he could hold a cup. So there's the mother saying, my son has been a Starbucks customer since he could hold a cup. And now when he passes by, he says, I want to buy this tea. So Starbucks is keenly aware of the pitfalls of being seen as trying to lure kids to drink sweet, caffeinated beverages, and has for years insisted that it does not market to children, even as stroller traffic jams build outside some stores and teenagers park others. Now, however, the company is revising its stance on kids, acknowledging that the under-18 set has become part of the coffee chain's customer base. Starbucks spokesman Brandon said there are still no plans to market specifically to children, and grown-ups need not to worry that the Cartoon Network will be playing on the flat panel screen of their neighborhood Starbucks anytime soon. Of course, when he refers to the Cartoon Network, most of the shops that cater for children will always have this network on as part of their entertainment and keeping the kids glued to the television and jumping more in the shop. But Bowman said Seattle-based Starbucks is considering whether to add new drinks or drink sizes that better meet the needs of the kids or teens. Right now, it only lists limited kids items such as milk and hot chocolate in a smaller size, while teenagers have the choice of adult-sized and often heavily caffeinated beverages. A 16-ounce caramel frappuccino coffee drink, for example, is nearly 3 times the caffeine as a 12-ounce can of regular Coke or Pepsi. Starbucks lattes, frappuccinos, and other drinks generally come in 12-ounce tall, 16-ounce grande, 20-ounce hot, and 24-ounce and cold venti size. An 8-ounce shot size is often available, but not always listed on the menu. And so, Brendan goes on to say the realistic issues here are that children are now visiting their stores, they're becoming part and parcel of their environment, and they need to care for them. And with moms like Bowman that bring in their kids in there, they really have to do something. And as you can read from this case study, you've got a lot of moms with the prams that are coming up. And so it's something that really they cannot hold out for too long. However, Bowman said Starbucks is still evaluating how to cater to younger customers and doesn't know when more formal decisions will be reached. And the analyst, John Owens of Morningstar, said it is pretty clear that teens have become part of Starbucks' regular customer base. And you can reach this article on NBC News, and even if you Google it, you can read more about what Starbucks is rethinking and what some of the issues are and what some of the threats could be, and also ask yourself, why has Starbucks been holding back on marketing to kids and that particular market? So you should see from the article that management acknowledged the following, that Starbucks is a family venue. The under-18 have become part of the coffee chain customer base. There's need to add new drink sizes to these teens, and the children coming to Starbucks anyway, they come unsupervised. And so there need to be some products that can cater for them. So what do you need to do? You need to read the article on Starbucks stands, and you need to present a completed market plan to launch, obviously, a new range of products that cater for kids. So part A, identify and develop organizational objectives in regards to launching a new line of products. Right, so how do you launch in a new line of products and create this? Already they have children that are coming in there. So it's just a matter of now catering to a market that is really increasingly visiting you, though it's probably unsolicited. But at this stage, they cannot deny the fact that these teenagers are enjoying the Starbucks coffee. So you've got to evaluate the risks of these objectives, including to a SWOT analysis. So as you've got to look at what are the strengths of Starbucks, what are the weaknesses of introducing this Frappuccino and introducing the kids menu, and what are the opportunities? The opportunity, obviously, you could look at the growing market of even parents teaching their kids to come into Starbucks, like the mother said. The child enjoys Starbucks since he could hold a cup. So obviously, there's a great opportunity for Starbucks to enter into this market. And what's the other opportunities? Those opportunities already adults, which are the moms and dads, go to Starbucks. So the opportunities, the parents are simply introducing their kids to a popular destination and to popular coffee. So look at marketing opportunities. Here again, you're looking at joint ventures, new ventures, product extensions. So your product extension could be extending the coffees, extending maybe the Wi-Fi that is in the shops, and maybe what could be, partnerships. What could they partner with? Whom could they partner with? So you've got to be looking at what are some of the products that age group enjoy. So as you can see, McDonald's partnered with Coca-Cola, so wherever there's McDonald's, you either find, where they give you the drinks. You look at KFC, they've got a partnership there, whether they give you Pepsi or not. But in any of these food chains, they have an arrangement with either a drink company that they'll also stock their drinks. So when you're going to buy your pizza, they'll say, okay, you buy this pizza, you get a free can of XYZ. And so that particular franchise is now partnered with that particular drink company. So here you might be saying, well, who could partner with Starbucks in this venture? And probably what you might say, if you buy this coffee, you get this kind of biscuit. If you buy this coffee, you get this free, whether be it a bag or whatever. But really, it's up to you to come out with a marketing plan, using any opportunities for this venture to succeed. Your venture might, because being from country to country, you might look at Asia and say, well, I think in Asia they could partner with such and such an organization, and maybe in Africa they could partner with such and such an organization, depending on the market and its desires. And probably also the things that market values, and that you will think the kids in that society will probably enjoy more or look to experience more and more as part of their growth. And so you're going to have to develop a marketing strategy that can deliver the identified organizational objectives. So you look and say, what are their objectives? When do they want to achieve these objectives? And how are they set? So what could be the resources that could help them achieve those? So it include the estimated financial cost and ensure that they are within $80,000. So outline the marketing mix to deliver the strategies and rationale for marketing mix. Marketing mix, we'll talk about that. I'll show you the PowerPoint for what a marketing mix. And outline the marketing mix to deliver the strategies, detailed tactics to implement strategies, including action plan with timeline, scheduling, with personnel responsible. And the timeline will allow for the plan to be approved by management. So part B, review the marketing plan. So in part A, you put your marketing plan, you've got your executive summary, you've got all your customer analysis, you have also analyzed the industry itself, how is the coffee market going, is it growing? In some countries, you might find that, for instance, in Australia, you could find that the coffee market or the coffee industry maybe is growing by 4%, and you need to research and say how much money is being spent in that market. It could be 4 billion a year. So that's an analysis you need to do to find out how big is the coffee market, who are the players in the coffee market in Australia. Just for starters, you've got Gloria Jeans, you've got some other coffee places that are coming up now. So you look at this, your competitors say, look, how big is the coffee market? Who are the players? Who are the competitors? And what kind of products do the competitors bring into the marketplace? Are they bringing the same thing as Starbucks, or do their products come with an additional value? Could be maybe their coffee comes with a burger. could be maybe their coffee. I remember long back, coffee will come with a newspaper. You get a free newspaper each time you buy a coffee. And this was an encouragement. Say, well, Dad, on your way to work, you get a coffee, you get a free newspaper. Now, with the advent of technology, nobody gives you a newspaper anymore because it's becoming lumbersome. You got everything on your iPhone or whatever, your tablet, and you can read the news there. So obviously, you could do a marketing plan to say, well, if somebody comes into Starbucks, maybe they get an app and they get some rewarding points that after buying, 10 coffees, they might get an extra muffin, a part of your marketing campaign, whichever way you deem it fit. So part B, you're reviewing your market plan that you did in part A, and you're going to explain whether the marketing strategy meet legal and ethical requirements. What are the ethical requirements? That means when you're marketing to young people, what are the regulations? Look up the regulations in Australia, and that your marketing plan meets those regulations. As you might breach, if you breach any of those things, you might have CCC knocking on your door. That is the competition watchdog. And then you're going to identify potential stakeholders who will need to sign up on the marketing plan. And as we've said, so in part B, you've just been advised that the budget for this project has been increased from 80 to 150. So in part A, you're designing a market plan for 80,000. Well, the market plans are so good that the boss will say, hey man, we're almost going to double that. We give you 150,000. So what are the things you can add to it? What are the things maybe you're going to increase your advertising? Maybe you're going to increase maybe your product line. Maybe you're going to increase, maybe like we said, discount the stuff, and you're going to increase your reward points. So it's up to you what you do there. And then in part C, you're going to present your plan. So hopefully, in short, this plan must be on a PowerPoint, and that you then present in part C. Now, because you're not able to present it to any tutor or business mentor, there's an opportunity that you can actually present this online, on an audio, even on a video, and send it in. And my students have done that. They've actually done like a sort of a webinar thing. They presented in there. They went through explaining the different things, their executive summary, explained the marketing analysis. They've explained the products that the company has. They've even explained the 4 Ps. So right now, let me just take you to the 4 Ps and explain to you what that is. Let's get into that. So sharing with you the PowerPoint. Let's get into CL4Ps. Right, so we're there, assignments. Right, market mix decisions, the 4 Ps. In any business, in anywhere you go, whenever there's a marketing plan, you gotta have your marketing mix. That is your price, promotion, products, and obviously here we've got distribution and service. So what will be your price? That means that the price of your product. What price are you setting? And is this price based on competition? A lot of people will put their prices based on how others in the market are charging. Or you might have what you might call a price for penetrating the market, like Tiger Air. When Tiger Airways came into Australia, they came in with a price that was very, very low. Imagine being, they were charging $70 or $79 to go to Adelaide, sometimes $49 to go to Gold Coast. So that's the price that enabled them to enter into the market. And so you might say, well, what is my price? What sort of strategy am I going to use to enter into this market? Do I come in at a low price? Do I come in at a high price? As a way of saying, look, this is a very special product. It's very pricey. It's not just for everyone. It's got so much value where your customer. So, look at Rolex, the price of it. It's expensive. So nobody's just going to wake up and say, I'm going to buy a Rolex. You're really going to have the money and say, well, I really want to separate myself from the rest of the pack, so I'll go with this price. And promotion. So how are you going to promote this product? What are your promotional tactics? How are you going to probably maybe you just use adverts and radio and television? Are you going to use maybe a reward system as part of your promotion? And are you going to take it, have a rollout on the road? it's really up to you to be thinking what sort of promotion you want to do for this. Again, like I'll reiterate this, read the Starbucks marketing plans that are already online and see how they promoted some of their products before, whether you could use the same formatting of their promotions. And if you go also on their website, you'll see some of the products that they have and say, now, I'm sure if you read from the article, they're Frappuccino, taken from cappuccino. So they have some of these baby products that they'll be already, like this mentions there, some of them are not on the menu, but when you ask, they can give it to you. So it will be like, designing on new products and how they're going to be distributed. And so when we said 4 Ps, we're talking price, promotion, product, and place, which in here is written as distribution. So the place is how do the customers reach that cup of coffee? Where do they find it? Do they buy it online? Do they go into markers? Where do they find this coffee place? So the place now, when you say is one of those 4 pieces, the place where they find it. So you want to say to your customers, in order to enjoy this service, in order to enjoy this coffee, it is found in this place. And in most of those places, now it's the design, how the place is designed, how they're welcoming the places. It's the ambience that might draw people. The ambience of Starbucks. Originally, even when they started, you realize that their market, they wanted to, for students, they were on university campuses, and mostly like in New York, most of the corner, highly visited places where they were highly visible as well. And for executives coming for meetings, grab a quick cup of coffee, people go in with their laptops. So one of those coffee houses first to have Wi-Fi, and people go there, access their emails, access some of their stuff, do some of their work, grab a coffee, boom, and they go. So when you're dealing with promotion, how are they going to promote their new products? In the places, like they mentioned, one of the managers say, you're not going to see the Children's Network on there very soon. No, so maybe they might have to change. Say, in the place, could they have a corner for kids? In the place where these kids can come and have their coffee. So it's just an idea. It's what you can come up with. Think outside the box. If you were working there, what will it be? So just a recap. First thing I'll say, read the case study. Read some of the marketing plans for Starbucks that are online. There's so much that you have there with Starbucks. Read the history of Starbucks, where it's come from, how they evolved, and how big this organization is worldwide. Understand why it's been successful and how it's been successful, how many shops they've had, and what has been their tactics. Because then that helps you build your case for marketing to younger people. You can now, for instance, in promoting the products, you can tailor the way they're promoted to adults, tailor it now to how they can promote to the younger people. As I said, this is an easy assignment. Just by going back into the historical facts and taking some of those statistics, the industry analysis, you do well. From here, hey, read this, start on it, and don't forget to record it on your part C, where it says you actually now need to record and present this and send in a PowerPoint with an audio. And if you don't know how to attach audio to a PowerPoint, I just go to your YouTube and type in the attaching audio to a YouTube and you submit it in. You want to do a video? Fantastic, that's great. You know how to do it on a webinar? Just give us a call. And from here, got any questions, got anything that you need to know, hey, email us at student_support@fceducation.group.com. And yeah, just give us a call on 1300-050-589. I'm Fred. I've enjoyed, talking to you about business plans and how to set up this. Enjoy Starbucks. Cheerio. Ciao, ciao.